Boo! It's another white person podcast. Welcome to another episode of the Catch-Up Corner, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Halloween. Are you okay?
I didn't know you were going to do that.
I told her I was doing the intro for this one. We had just finished up episode 1 in regards to the recording spectrum, because the release window spectrum is different from the recording spectrum. Hate to break the immersion for you, but we just recorded these back-to-back, essentially. And I told her, no, I got this one. So, boo! Did we scare you? It's another white person podcast. Sorry to scare you. But welcome to another episode of the Catch-Up Corner. I'm Benson.
I'm Meg.
We probably should have you introduce first as Meg and then Benson, because people would think I'm the host, and I'm not. This is your show.
It's both of our shows.
It's more your show.
I mean, you're going to be on it literally every single episode. It is our show.
If we went through this scary, spooky, scary thing called divorce, it would go in your custody. That's how that works.
Why do you keep talking about divorce? Is there something you need to talk to me about?
I don't want one.
That's what I thought. Just stop bringing it up.
Anyways, happy Halloween when you're watching this. Welcome to Halloween.
You get the cats in the divorce. There is no divorce. Okay, sorry.
I was going to say the scary thing is you kept that bit going for a minute. Welcome to Halloween 2025. Happy Halloween, everybody. We hope if you're trick-or-treating, you've had some good candy. If you're not trick-or-treating, we hope you locked your door so that way people don't bother you. And if you got egged, I am so sorry for your loss. Anyways, on that note, today we're talking... You okay? Can I continue?
Stop being funny.
Can I keep going?
No.
Can I keep going?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Okay. So.
You just had the cat in the hat voice.
That's scary. That one is scary. Cat in the Hat is scary.
Okay. We're not gonna start every video like this, I promise.
We're gonna try not to. I can't promise it. But, man, it's Halloween. You know what that means, honey? It's time for this topic of scary stuff, or just maybe not particularly scary stuff, but just stuff we watched when we were younger and what we watch now for Halloween. You know, obviously we're gonna do themes and stuff. Holiday is actually one of our themes, but that'll be down another time. But we figured for the first 2 episodes, introduction, start rolling the ball with talking about media, and Halloween starts on a Friday, which is when we want to release these episodes. So we're going to do a Halloween episode today. So take it away, honey.
All right, this is definitely going to be a more off-the-cuff episode. We did
As
not
if the last one fucking wasn't.
Well, that was different. That was just introducing ourselves.
Yeah.
This one is, we're actually talking about media.
Yes.
This one is we didn't write any notes. I do plan on getting a whole notebook and being very organized about this podcast, actually. Is it actually gonna happen? Who knows? But
only God.
We're literally just gonna sit down and talk about our favorite Halloween media to consume and maybe some things we don't like to watch during the season.
What is the scariest thing you've ever seen in your life? Like, media or in real life, what is the scariest thing you've ever seen? Let's go with that.
You.
I am pretty scary.
No.
I'm like Shaquille O'Neal talking about those donuts. The jack-o'-lantern.
I actually want to talk really simple. I know you just asked that question, but we'll get back to that in a minute.
Okay.
I want to start off, like, kind of in a timeline. So
Okay.
we're going to start with childhood Halloween classics.
Oh, it all started when you were born. Okay, please continue. Zing. All right.
I was born in June. I'm not even an October baby.
That's fair. Well, we have Christmas in July. We can have Halloween in June. You know what I mean?
Spookopoly. No, that's not Spookopoly. Spook.
Is that reading thing you do?
That one is that one's a readathon for I forget what it's called. Spooktober. No, I don't remember. Anyway.
Okay. All right.
Summerween. That's what I meant to say. Okay, sorry, that's another readathon.
So far off
I'm
the mark.
so tired.
You were so far off the fucking mark with that one. That's funny. All right, go ahead.
Okay,
continue. Give your timeline.
Some of my favorite childhood movies to watch during Halloween, and something I still watch every year. It is not Halloween until I have watched Halloween Town.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic. That is a classic for our generation,
That is
actually.
the best duology of movies ever.
Wasn't there a third?
No.
Okay.
Okay, the third one wasn't awful. What we don't talk about is the fourth.
There was a fourth?
With another actress playing Marnie.
Wait, was there actually a fourth?
Sarah Paxton was playing. Yeah, she was
who
in
the fuck
college.
Who is Sarah Paxton? I'm still confused over the fact.
Do you know who Aquamarine is?
The mermaid movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
The actress who plays that she replaced Marnie. I thought you knew there was a fourth one.
No, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest with you. Please sit down if you're listening to this. I never really got into Halloween Town as a kid. I didn't care for it.
No, you have a sister.
I know. That didn't stop me from giving less of a shit.
Your sister is obsessed with Disney movies.
She is. And?
Especially DComs. How have you not watched Halloween Town?
Because I was busy. Sorry,
we're not media shaming here.
We are not media. Because I was busy, if we're going to talk about my childhood, watching Halloween specials like,
Oh, yeah.
like SpongeBob.
Okay.
I was watching the SpongeBob episode where he shaved his head and he was a ghost and all that, and the Flying Dutchman was scared. I was busy watching the Lilo and Stitch episode.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Have you not seen that one?
I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I've ever watched the Lilo and Stitch all the way
Okay, I'm gonna look up a picture. For those of you on YouTube, you're not gonna see it either. In all fairness, I'm only gonna show the host. It's only fair because if the YouTube audience sees it and the Spotify, Apple Music, wherever we put this, audience doesn't get to see it, then that's just fair. We're gonna have fair ground for all of our viewers. So I'm gonna show you. His name's Spooky. I feel like you could have seen him.
I might have seen the experiment, but I don't think I've ever watched the episode.
His name's Spooky. He's like a green thing that transforms into your worst fear. This guy.
Oh, I have seen him.
Yeah.
I like him.
He's great.
He's adorable.
He made me sad one time because in a non-Halloween episode, there was an asteroid coming to Earth, and Lilo and Stitch gathered experiments to help them stop the asteroid. So one of them was Spooky, and I don't think they ever showed it in the episode, but his one true home, where he belongs, is in a haunted house. So they were in front of his house, and Stitch is explaining it, and then he transforms into the asteroid, and then Spooky just goes, oh. And he's so sad, and I'm like, you goofy goober, you. Aww. But I was watching stuff like that. I didn't really watch those movies. What else was the Halloween? Roly Poly Oly. Halloween special. Oh my god,
I love that show. And I do want to talk about that one in our...
that Halloween special was fire. That was a great... And another great one, Bear in the Big Blue House. Mm-hmm. That Halloween special was great. Okay. For some reason, though, I will say, Trilo in a bat costume with the lighting they had was creepy as shit to me as a kid. Because that thing had wide eyes and was like... And I'm like, okay, hold on, calm down, Trilo. I used to like you, It also is my favorite behind the scene of all time, where, like, Bear came out with a fucking gun and was like, get off my property. And they're like, okay, sorry. It's my favorite. I love the behind the scenes for Bear in the Big Blue House. They're so unhinged, and it's beautiful. But I never watched Halloween Town as a kid.
That's wild.
I know it is.
So it sounds like you watched a lot of specials. Did you watch any Halloween movies?
Keep talking about your stuff, and we'll see if I get there.
Hocus Pocus? You've definitely watched Hocus Pocus.
Against my will, but yes. I do like it now, but back then I wasn't into that,
I have an unpopular opinion.
What's that?
I think Hocus Pocus is just okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a decent movie.
It is. It's good. And
my sister better not be watching
this. I know
this.
she's gonna
text you as soon as this episode releases.
But I do like Hocus Pocus. I just think it's not my go-to Halloween movie. I think Halloween Town definitely has...
It's more you-coded, I feel like.
Yeah, and it's definitely, like, it transcends. And it has a decent sequel. Whereas Hocus Pocus 2, in my opinion...
You saw it?
Not that great. Yeah, we had a whole watch party with your sister and Adriana.
Did they even like it?
They liked it.
Oh, that's good.
I thought it was really, really mid. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it just felt too forced.
I mean, that's a lot of things. The scary thing now in 2025 is how much nostalgia is being cashed in for.
I know, but it's always so forced. That's a whole topic we can talk about.
That'd be another one. Okay, wait. That's true. So I was going to say something about Spider-Man, but never mind. Okay, continue your timeline then. Halloween Town, we already narrowed that down.
What else do I like to watch?
What were you childhood watching as a kid?
Okay, The Author. As much as we do not enjoy as much as we do not enjoy him or his works, the movie is a whole different story. Coraline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Coraline is another one that I watch every single year.
Okay.
But you bringing up Halloween specials reminded me of The Scary Godmother.
Yeah. Which is funny. I thought you were going to mention
God.
that.
I know. I didn't think about it until you mentioned childhood classics. If you don't know what The Scary Godmother is, it is exactly what it sounds like. We follow a little girl, and she keeps getting scared by some neighborhood bullies, and then she meets this scary godmother who helps her get her revenge on it. And it's like super cute and silly and just like old-timey cartoon classic.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out that they have a whole book on it, and it's like a little web comic, and I really want it so badly.
Yeah.
But it's like $40.
Yeah.
And I can't justify a $40 book
Economy, baby.
when it's just a comic book.
Mm-hmm. But, okay. So, that's interesting, then. So, were there other specials you watched at all? Like, or movies? Let's do it. Because we've had an inverted childhood. You watched the movies.
I watched the movies.
I watched the specials, which is weird to think about now. But, go ahead. Please continue.
Twitches. I feel like a lot of...
No, I know about that one, too,
a lot
actually.
of DComs are what are, like, my go-to for Halloween. If I don't necessarily like watching scary movies unless I'm in the mood to be scared.
Yeah.
I go to DComs during Halloween. And I feel like it's the same for Christmas. I go towards a lot of classics and not necessarily like Hallmark movies. But
which is valid.
That's a different topic.
That is another topic. Also, speaking of scary, our cat showed up. We mentioned last episode they'll show up sometimes. Binky Boo is here to stay.
Binky
Don't
Boo.
knock the mic over.
Please don't. Do it anyway.
Or the cord, I should say. Oh my goodness, you're such an angel. Okay. What's another one that you watched then? Did you watch any? Did you not get into like the horror genre until adulthood? Or was there something in the,
you know what? No.
Or was there something in teenage years or kid years? Oh wait, no, I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
Okay, I did not watch horror movies as a kid of my own free will. I have an older sister. We have about an 8-9 year age difference, and she thought it would be funny to show me some horror movies.
Yeah.
Of my own free will. I have like a distinct memory of her showing me it for the very first time and me being terrified. I think I had a really vivid dream to a point where I still can't tell if it was real or a dream, where I was in my daycare at the time and I kept hearing voices from the sewage grate in the bathroom of the daycare. And it scared me so badly. I still can't tell if it was real or if I was just dreaming it because I was so traumatized by the movie. I have another dream where I'm home alone in my house, which has happened a couple of times when I was young. You know, it happens. But I had a dream where I was home alone and I turned the corner and in the kitchen there's standing a creepy ass clown. So I did not have a really good experience with horror movies, when I was little.
And it's so funny because back then, when we were kids, it wasn't like the new movie now, like It with Bill and all that. No.
It was Tim Curry.
It was Tim Curry, who in retrospect gives the funniest performance ever. Excuse me, sir. Do you have Prince Albert in a can?
I haven't watched it since.
Well, you let the poor guy out. Wah-ha. Like, I mean, that's just funny as shit.
I know, but I haven't watched it since, so I can't tell you. Maybe like that's something that we can do. Maybe next year we can
for sure. I think that'd be great, actually, for next year. I think that'd be a great time. So, okay, what else did you do then? What else did you watch?
Another vivid memory with horror movies when I was little is... This one was of my own free will, though I definitely regretted it afterwards. Pet Sematary.
Oh my god. Whoa, really?
My parents were watching it in the living room, and they thought I was in another room. I was behind the couch. Peeking up, trying to see the TV. I deeply regretted it right after. Again, have not watched that movie since.
Okay, so what was your favorite of your childhood then? Is it Halloween Town?
Halloween Town.
Okay.
Definitely, hands down, Halloween Town.
Cause it's not typical, and I guess let's delve into that for a second before we continue your timeline. Because it sounds like you didn't really watch horror of volition until Pet Sematary, and even then you regret it. You didn't watch it with intrigue without being sneaky until you're older, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
So,
never really loved horror.
So I'm dying to know then, since this is a Halloween episode and everyone probably would say, oh, they're doing scary movies. Halloween Town isn't that scary.
Halloween Town is not scary.
What is it then? Obviously it's called Halloween Town, but what makes this, like, I mean, obviously other than the name, what makes something a Halloween piece of media that you enjoy? Is it just the fall cozy vibes? Like,
yeah, that's exactly it. That is the perfect way to put it. I love fall. I'm a fall girly. My birthday is in June. I wish.
We're New Englanders. We have great falls.
Yes,
what can you say?
Yes, you have not lived until you've seen a New England fall, though. Lately, it hasn't really.
I mean, it's starting to pick up a little bit. It's
starting, yeah. The weather's finally starting to get to a point. Like, we're literally almost done October, and we're finally getting that nicer weather.
But it also sucks that the leaves, I guess, to side note, are now dying immediately. Like, thanks global warming, we had an 80-degree day stretch for a while in October where you ruined any chance of a good fall. Good job. Please continue, sorry.
But yeah, it's definitely those fall cozy vibes. I love anything to do with fall, so if I get to put on a movie where I get to watch the leaves change and it has to do with like a Halloween setting, that reminds me of, like, especially when the weather has been like it is, where it's so warm and hot, if I can put something on my TV that still makes me feel like it's fall and I am immersed in those fall vibes, then I am golden.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. That was easy.
Yeah.
All right, so seems like your childhood wasn't that scary. Is there anything else from your childhood before we delve into the adult part of your timeline then? Is there anything else you're missing?
No, I don't think so.
All right, so adulthood. Has anything changed? Have you watched horror movies?
I have watched the first Scream.
What do you think?
That one, I liked that one.
Scream's so good.
Okay, so obviously the ending was spoiled for me. I do not love spoilers, but they don't really kill the vibe if I happen to see them before I consume the media. Like, it's not the biggest deal in the world for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously we prefer to stay spoiler free, which is another thing we should have mentioned before. Please don't spoil anything you know we're going to talk about.
Yeah, I should also mention, we mentioned in the first episode, there are going to be spoiler talks.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So we may spoil something.
But don't spoil, like, if we pick a topic or a theme, please don't spoil that for us before we actually consume the media we're going to be talking about.
Yes. All right. But horror movies, so Scream. You got that one. I watched
Scream. I really did enjoy that one. It was creepy. And obviously I had known, it's an 80s, 90s classic.
It's a 90s classic,
It's a 90s classic. Everyone kind of knows about it by now. I have not continued on with any of the other movies.
They get good. A lot of them do get good.
I've heard a lot of really good things.
It's one of those horror franchises that, surprisingly, even though it does have a hiccup in the road here and there, gets better no matter what.
Okay.
Other than, like, Halloween and Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, Nightmare on Elm Street's more of a roller coaster. It kind of goes up and down and up, and then it goes really down. So it's an interesting one. But Scream is one of those iconic ones that surprisingly is really good no matter what you watch. It's so iconic that people have sex with Ghostface on. What's up with that, you weirdos?
I know, I have a sweatshirt. Actually, I don't know if I still have it, but I had a sweatshirt, like a pink sweatshirt, that said, "No, you hang up first," and it's the Scream face with calling on the cell phone. It was for Valentine's Day.
I got Sawyer, an artist that I know. Sawyer I made stickers that I got for Scream for you actually. So, but Scream's really good. That is a good one. Also, I should probably mention too, doesn't have to be horror. Thrillers are also pretty creepy too. Is there any? What have you watched as an adult now? What has changed?
I have also watched the first Nightmare on Elm Street with Johnny Depp.
What did you think of that movie? You're gonna break my heart, aren't you?
It was not awful.
All right, this is our first fight of the podcast.
The acting, I don't know. The acting was so over the top and a little forced, and I love Johnny Depp.
What?
Maybe I need to go back and rewatch it, but I don't remember enjoying it as much as all the hype.
Scream is fucking overacted to hell. Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard is a gem.
He is, but
leave him out of this.
His acting is so over the top, though.
But it's okay. It works for him. I don't know.
Are you fucking with me right now?
It doesn't work for everybody.
You're telling me that a killer that gets you in your dreams and it's over the top, the acting isn't as... Oh my god. Okay. Freddy Krueger's great. That's a great... That movie's amazing. What do you want about?
Maybe I have to rewatch it.
Okay, what...
I just don't remember enjoying it as much as I wanted to.
Was it just the acting? Go ahead. Say it.
I mean, it's an older movie. You know what I'm going to say.
Oh, my fucking God. I'm already leaving this podcast. Get me out of this damn
It's
chair.
an older movie.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm going to say.
Go ahead, say it.
The special effects were fine for the time. As of today's standards, as of my standards for today's movies, it was fine.
You can't use today's standards, because if you use today's
standards... But they're my standards.
I don't care. Your standards are based on today's standards, and even then, no offense, today's standards kind of suck because everyone's going back on CGI. I'm flabbergasted. This is why she can't watch the Godzilla movies because
oh my god, I can't wait to watch those.
Add that as a fucking theme to your list. Go ahead, break my heart some more.
I should.
Go ahead, break my heart some more. There are some great Godzilla movies from the 80s and 90s, and I was showing her clips, and she's just pissing herself. There is a legit scene where Godzilla's son gets flung into a stadium by Destroya, and she's pissing herself. And I'm like, why are you laughing at this? And she's like, he looks like a chicken with little arms.
He does look like a chicken. It's like that one Pokemon that looks like... Never mind, I can't say that on the internet.
No, go ahead, say it.
It's the combustion...
Penis chicken?
Exactly. You knew exactly which one I meant.
Oh my god.
Am I wrong?
He doesn't look like that.
He does too.
We have just went from Freddy Krueger to it's so scary how wrong you are about the special effects. This is the perfect theme. That's crazy. Listen, I know they're definitely a little outdated, but they're good though. There's still good effects in I almost said Five Nights at Freddy's. They're good, I swear. The bear is real.
The bear is real.
He really was there going, Gregory. He was there, I swear. Actually, they do use practical effects in that one too, so that's funny. Oh, no. But Nightmare on Elm Street had some good effects still. Like, you know, they had some limitations. Okay, the ending is definitely, the special effects are a little goofy, but the intent is still there, I promise. When he, like, reaches through and brings her through the door. But you also, listen, I'm just saying, to bring up special effects and how, from the older movies, I'm just saying, you wouldn't be saying this if we were watching Alien. You refuse.
Oh my gosh.
You refuse to watch Alien.
I knew you were going to bring this up.
Yes, I fucking would. And that's an older movie than I almost said it again. Five Nights on Elm Street. Nightmare on Freddy's. I'm really tired. Okay, but like, that. Listen, you would not be saying this tune about special effects if we were watching Alien. And that's an older movie. I know. Go ahead, tell them about why you refuse to watch it.
It scares me.
Why?
And really grosses me out. I know about that one scene that's really yucky.
Which one?
The one with the
face hugger?
Yeah.
Oh, the one that attaches to the face?
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait till you get to the newer movies like Romulus. They really show how it penetrates and feeds into you.
I will watch anything. For the most part, I'll give anything a chance one time. However, I do not like alien movies. I don't like anything to do with animal attacks like Jaws or...
Jaws is fire.
Jaws or like The Meg. Still an offensive name, by the way.
It's not even really a horror movie. It's an action movie.
The Meg?
Yes.
It's about a shark.
It's a stupid action movie, though. Oh. Like, I'm dead serious. It has Jason Statham in it. If he's doing a horror movie, we gotta talk.
Well, either way, anything to do with animals, things that could actually happen, scare the crap out of me.
Which is funny, because I saw a TikTok recently that was a trailer for a new animal movie coming out next January called Primate. And it's about this family that owns a monkey named Ben.
Yeah, see, those things do happen, though.
They do. And, like, then all of a sudden, I don't know if he got attacked by something they imply, or he just goes psycho, but he starts attacking the house.
So I can't believe your ass wants a jaguar. Or a panther. Your ass wants a panther.
I love panthers. But like, what else? Why won't you do Alien? Why don't you do Alien movies?
I'll give it a shot, but no, it scares me.
You did. I know. There's
Okay, 2 things that scare the heck out of me: deep space, though I am intrigued by it, and deep water.
Both are my same thing as well.
Scare the crap out of me. So it's one of those ones like I'll watch it, but I'm really, really, really hesitant about doing so.
Okay, so here's you did an alien thriller horror movie though. You have done one already.
I have?
Yes. I talk about it all the Connor makes jokes about me talking about it all the time. You watched Nope.
Nope. I liked Nope.
I love Nope. It's fucking fantastic.
You're right.
You did that. It's all about how they do the alien, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because that one was like a slow burn. And it was in an open environment. I feel like Alien, you're also deep rooted in the fact that you're trapped in these small corridors.
Oh, I'm so claustrophobic.
Like, you're trapped on this spaceship in Alien. With Nope, you're in this town. And there's a lot more open playing field, I think. Which is why, spoilers, I guess, for Nope, you were so disgusted. Well, I mean, we were all horrified by it, but you especially, I think, were disgusted by the digestion scene.
I also don't like gross things.
Like, it's such a simple thing. You don't really see the digestion, but they suck up the entire fare, children included. And the alien, like, we're following them through the digestion tract, which is so interesting. You especially were creeped out.
Body horror. I think body horror, when done correctly, I can enjoy. I feel like I enjoy body horror in books.
Yeah.
Because I can't actually see it.
That's true.
Even in, like, body horror in manga, so Junji Ito, if you don't know, is one of my favorite authors of all time. Mm-hmm. Even reading that, I get grossed out and don't want to, like, sometimes I have to put the book down for a little bit because I can see it.
Yeah, that's a fair point, actually.
Any body horror that I can see, like, let's talk about Nosferatu for a minute. We talked about it a little bit in the beginning, in the first episode.
I love that guy.
I want to talk about Nosferatu.
Yes.
I have not seen the original.
The 1920s. Yes.
But
20s. Yeah, 20s.
Yeah. But we saw the newest version.
Yep.
Beautiful movie.
Great.
Phenomenal movie. Beautiful acting. Beautiful camera.
That guy's
work.
just great at horror movies in general.
Literally beautiful everything.
The director's just has an amazing track record
Beautiful
for horror
directing.
movies.
Literally everything. Will I ever watch it again? Fuck no. Never again. Because it was disgusting. It was awful.
The rats.
The rats. Oh, I can't stand rats.
The fucking rats.
Literally, if you have a pet rat, I'll sit there, I'll look at him, maybe I'll even hold him, I'll pet him, I'll say he's so cute. Rats in horror settings? No. No.
Yeah. Which is fair. But, like, he transported the rats with him.
Oh.
What was it that was disgusting to you? And I regret saying that because it's such an obvious answer, but what was it that was disgusting?
The pigeon's head.
Is that it?
That, and I don't know, it was just so dark and yucky and...
Unsettling.
Unsettling. That's a great word.
I'm a great dictionary.
You are a good dictionary.
But, so, would you say that's, like, your big thing? That a slow burn, unsettling thing? Would you say that's scarier? Yes.
Yes. It's so scary. And I think that's why when we were talking about in the first episode, pacing, it works in Nosferatu, that creepy, slow-paced pacing.
Yeah.
But it just made it even worse in some ways. I'm never going to watch it again.
It's
Ever.
a great movie. I might watch it again. Traumatized me because it also has a lot to say about SA, but, you know.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
It's a very uncomfortable movie about SA. You know, like, when some idiot out there is probably saying, what, like essays? And I'm like, no, SA, like the abbreviation. I don't want to say it. I'm afraid to say it because we might also get in trouble. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. It's a great movie on that. I think that's what makes it so unsettling. And I think that's what's so great. So that brings me to this next question. Because you're bringing up a lot of stuff about horror with, like, giant monsters, aliens, all this other shit, and Halloween vibes. isn't it scarier? And you read a lot more books about this, so you could probably bring the book part to this now more than anything, because you've been diving more into the movie stuff, but you've read a lot more horror books. Isn't it scarier when there's, like, something that isn't a huge monster? Even if like, the theme, let's say, for example, some movies do obviously use monsters as allegories to stuff like SA or just anxiety and mental health and all that stuff in general. You definitely read a lot more. Isn't it still scarier that it's something that is more palpable thematically?
All right, so I'm trying to stay away from books, though a lot of things probably are going to
come back to books. You already mentioned Junji Ito, right.
So I'm trying to stay away from that on this channel because that is not the goal of this channel. If you want to hear me talk about books, you can come to my other YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, I think at this point, though, I think the good news is for us talking about Halloween for this episode is that you can, because we're talking about stuff we've already talked, like our favorites from Halloween. We're not talking about what we just watched to catch up.
Yeah.
We're establishing already, so you're bringing a lot to the table with this more than anything.
But yeah, it is so much scarier. I definitely like when things like media takes that twist of humans are really the scariest monsters. There is an episode of Supernatural, which is one of my favorite shows. I still haven't finished it because I'm bad at finishing things, but it's one of my favorite TV shows, and I think Sam ends up getting kidnapped, and this is where spoilers come in. If you're not caught up on it, maybe jump ahead, but it's a earlier episode. But Sam ends up getting kidnapped. And Dean ends up getting kidnapped. And Sam is trying to rescue him, and he ends up meeting this police officer, and they end up finding out that it's not a demon or a witch or whoever, like, taking these people and unaliving them. It is humans. And Dean says something like, monsters I can handle, humans are just scary. And that's literally probably one of my favorite tropes, is looking at how humans really are the scariest creatures because they commit all of these things and they're so unpredictable, whereas monsters usually follow a certain timeline.
I think it's fun, especially going back to Nosferatu, where they talk about, they use monsters as allegories for human nature. Going back to Nosferatu, like, that man, Nosferatu the vampire, obviously, not to beat a dead horse about what thematically it's about, but, he comes off as human more than vampire a lot of time. And he's doing these things and binding people. So, using monsters as allegories, I think that's scarier than the actual monster itself. Because there's some great movies where monsters are monsters, but the best monster movies, in my opinion, or best horror movies, in my opinion, when it comes to it, media in general, are when the monster is bigger than the actual surface value of it. Like, obviously, there's some things that are going over the top. Like, The Woman in the Yard, I hear, is a movie that is just an allegory for trauma. That's been done to death, though, and nobody's doing an interesting angle for it. Like, you can let that one rest. But stuff like what Nosferatu does, bring that angle to a topic like that, it's so interesting. And it's so intriguing. I think to jump in for me for a second, that's, I guess, what I love about horror. Like, first of all, I guess we'll talk about this in a second. Fucking hate jump scares. Cheapest thing in the book. Terrible. Don't like them. I'm an anxiety-riddled bitch. I'm always going to jump on a jump scare, but do I think it's effectively used? 99.9% of the time, no. Absolutely not. You're just using my anxiety as I just shit myself because our cat is playing with your music box.
Of course.
Or carousel.
Which one?
It's a carousel, actually.
Yeah.
I think you just realized... Oh my god, wait a minute, chat.
Is it Max?
No, it's Binks.
Of course.
Wait, I'm going to take a second to say this. I think he just figured out that if it moves, it does noise because he's trying to paw it again. I'm looking at him. Oh my god, our cat's a genius. But
our cat's a genius.
Anyways, going back to that. It's so interesting to me that, I guess when it comes to it, that a lot of people, when you don't realize it, are using monsters and killers as an allegory for a theme of human nature that is dangerous. I mean, even human killers act like monsters more than human. Michael Myers, for example, is fucking crazy. So he acts sometimes more like an invincible monster than he does a human. but it's a human still doing these mass killings. So it's so cool in that regard. But that's just me jumping in.
I can't comment.
What do you mean?
Never seen them.
Wait, have you not seen Halloween?
Never
Wait,
seen
have you
it.
not actually?
Mm-mm.
I thought we showed you.
Nope.
Oh my god, I gotta tell Connor. I'm texting Connor after this episode. We gotta
Nope.
fix that. Oh, it's one of those ones where like, okay, first movie, fantastic. But,
Yeah.
we gotta fix that. We have to fix that. We have to. First movie's fantastic. It's like a staple. But it's also funny, speaking of like Michael Myers. Because I'm gonna throw in a fun fact for this episode. I don't know if many people know, but Michael Myers was not the first slasher film of all time. It was not. It was a Christmas movie called Black Christmas.
Oh, God.
What? Do you know the one?
I think so.
It's about this unknown person that is in a sorority house, and he is like killing everybody off one by one by one. You never find out his name. You never find out who he is or what he looks like. You don't find his backstory. He is just a psycho person that got into the house committing these killings, and you don't realize he's in the house until the police trace the call when it's too late. So that's another thing I love about horror, I guess, is that I love the unknown. And obviously we could talk about the ocean and the space, deep unknowns, but I love the unknown fear of not understanding what a human is capable of, and that the fact it could be anyone. Like, I love the idea that that sometimes you don't know what someone is capable of, and that's the scariest thing. Like, we never find out who this person is. He is dubbed Billy because of the fan audience. So that's all it is. Like, we never find his name, we never find out what he looks like. Nothing. We just know he's a killer. I think that is something interesting. And also another one, sometimes I don't listen to true crime stuff, but like Zodiac, that type of stuff, horrifying. And we still don't know who it is. I think just the great unknown about humans in general too are also scary to me. So, because again, we don't know what people are capable of. You may know someone, but you don't truly know someone. Like, it's so scary to think about. And I think that jumps into the space and the ocean stuff too. Because sometimes humans, much like the alien and the fish, are just as deadly. There's a lot of human portrayals where you don't know what someone's capable of. So that's just my piece on that.
I do want to ask you a question.
Oh, me for once. Okay.
Yeah, I do want to ask you a question because you like horror.
Yeah.
But you don't really delve into horror because you mentioned jump scares.
Bitch ass move.
But you like psychological horror.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite psychological horrors?
Can I just say thrillers and weird things that involve psychic and
Yeah.
So, Silence of the Lambs. One of the best of all time to do it. Silence of the Lambs is fucking phenomenal. Now, this isn't technically a psychological horror. It's like a drama horror type of thriller combo that I saw recently. It's my favorite movie of 2024. Best movie of the year. Probably in my top 10. I saw The TV Glow.
Okay.
Okay, so for those that don't know, there is this kid, who meets a teenager, and she watches the show called The Pink Opaque. It is basically a play on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's a cheesy 90s show, which, quite frankly, I would love to actually see be made, because it looks so fucking cool. Unironically, I would. And they bond over it. The show eventually gets canceled. Now, this movie gets freaky, because it doesn't do anything outwardly jump scare, and it's not fast-paced. It's very slow, but it makes you so uncomfortable because it ties into themes of, well, first of all, it's a very trans movie, like trans experience movie, non-binary experience movie. So it's horrifying in that front because the feeling of not being able to be you, being trapped in someone else's body, horrifying. And that's a point of this movie because, to spoil it for you, since I still have to show it for you, basically the teenage girl, when they're grown up, thinks that they are the two characters in the show trapped in this nightmare realm of the main villain. Because there's an episode where the two girls are kidnapped, their hearts cut out, and they're fed moon juice and buried alive in their graves, and they are in the nightmare realm, essentially. And she's saying they gotta bury each other alive to get back to their real selves, the girls, essentially. It's a very trans and non-binary heavy thing. But it's such a versatile movie because it also themes heavily on the nostalgia front. Like Connor, our friend, he's a cis man. He is not trans by any means. But it's also a movie that psychologically can twist you and your themes of nostalgia. Like, you may not be trans, obviously, yes, that's valid, but everyone can relate to this film because it's also horrifying about attaching yourself to something, not wanting something to end, not, being a shell of who you once were type of thing. It's such a slow burn psychological movie that delves into so many psyches at once, involving nostalgia, imposter syndrome, obviously, again, trans, non-binary again. Like, there's so many different ways to go about it. It's so versatile and such a slow burn, and it's so uncomfortable. Like, my heart was pounding during the climax where the episode that they last remember, the finale, is that episode with the Nightmare Realm. It is such an uncomfortable sequence that I wouldn't recommend unless you were in the right headspace. I'm gonna be honest with you. But I love shit like that. I just love the psyche. Again, I guess my horror things are the deep unknown and psychological stuff. Because I'm a very psychological heavy person since late high school, I want to say. And I love that shit. I do. I really do. And some of my favorite media come out together. Now, again, talking about problematic people, H.P. Lovecraft. Problematic author, horrible person. Do not look up his cat's name. I know people meme it to death, but it's a seriously bad thing. But the ideas he brings forward about the great unknown and how horrifying it is and how much it can damage you psychologically to comprehend what you cannot comprehend, I feel like we're getting to a point where we don't need the original stories and people are taking his works and his gods and all these people he made and using them for their own type of cool shit. Like, Lovecraftian horror is a subgenre that has gone so well. It's not a horror game. I guess I'll bring a video game into this from my end. Dredge. It's a cozy horror blend experience. The only horror is that you're on a boat. You're fishing. It's a fishing cozy game. But there's a horror Lovecraftian twist to it because everything is out to get you. It's unsettling and it's so good. And I love that unsettling feeling, much like you do. It's just, I love being unsettled. Jump scares are so lame. There's very few times I say they're good. Some of my favorite horror experiences are ones you wouldn't expect. And I love the typical slasher films here too. Like, I love Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I love X and Pearl. Like, those are phenomenal movies. But, excuse me, I'm getting acid in my throat. But some of my favorite horror movies and thrillers do involve that type of, like, unsettling feeling throughout. Whether it's a slow burn or a decent paced movie like Silence of the Lambs. Like, I really love that. And then there's childhood me that watched the Chowder Halloween special. I love Chowder. Gee, ma'am, for a minute there, I thought you were going to eat us. Well, that's after coffee. No, eat up. We got to watch that. It's such a good episode. I love Jesus. The Halloween special.
Oh, boy.
But, actual fear, though. Fucking hate dolls. She's talking about her actual fears. I'll talk about mine. Fucking hate dolls. Will not watch any. Annabelle? Man. No, you keep that, especially with her going missing.
I was gonna say, she's on the loose.
Nope, you keep that bitch far away from Massachusetts. Don't want it. No thanks.
She's not far from Massachusetts.
Nope. We already have Salem. We don't need it. Don't need it. No. I can't do anything with dolls. I don't know what it is. I'm fine with puppets because one of my favorite things is I love the fucking Muppets. A lot of shit I watch involves puppets. I'm okay with it. I can't explain why it's the dolls. It's probably because a lot of them are old school dolls that are uncanny and have creepy faces that when they're burnt up or like rotten a little, they are genuinely terrifying. I can't do dolls. I can't do it. Not me. Not me. But actually, it's funny now that I think about it. Because you and I had the same path. We didn't get into horror until we were older. Mm-hmm. Like, I used to be scared of everything when I was a kid. My first horror movie that I remember, Gremlins in 5th grade.
I knew you were going to bring up Gremlins. I was surprised it took you this long.
Yeah, I know, right? But I used to watch a lot of great TV specials. Again, I was scared of everything. I thought the giant plants in Jumanji were terrifying, but then again, I think anything that's like not human that can absolutely devour you and seems almost unstoppable is horrifying. Plants, sharks, snakes, aliens. Nope had me horrified in Death Grip, but that type of shit. But being older now, not being much of a pussy ass bitch, I love that type of shit, you know? I love the type of horror movies I've gotten to watch. But I used to watch a lot of Halloween specials. I didn't get into horror until we were like, I was late high school as well, honestly. Mm-hmm. And that's because of horror games, you know, Slender Man, like the stuff we had growing up that were popular one-hit, you know, horror games. Mm-hmm. Slender Man. I never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but I used to watch Markiplier a lot. Like, those type of stuff.
I tried to play Hello Neighbor. One time.
Stupid ass game.
One time. Oh my god, no. But, like, it is stupid, but it gave me so much anxiety. I had to stop playing it. I did not get very far. It scared me so bad.
Yeah.
I was not having it. And that is about my extent with horror games.
I haven't read many horror books, I'll be honest with you. We've swapped. We're basically back to our original personalities. Where you haven't played many horror games. I haven't read many horror books. We've both watched a decent amount of horror movies and shows, though.
I don't think I've read a lot of horror books, though. Like, I know horror, like, reading is my thing, but I don't think I've really read a lot of horror other than Junji Ito, which I've already mentioned. Stephen King, yeah. I've kind of
distanced
myself from Stephen King.
I feel like there was more.
I mean, I read some thrillers. I feel like I am so picky with, like, I'll read everything, but I am so picky with my horror and thrillers because if they go, like, one wrong move, I'm like, oh, I don't care about this anymore. And that's only in horror books.
Well, I feel like horror, I guess if we're going to delve into this and delve into horror in general away from our childhood classics, since I knew we were going to do this at some point.
We always do this.
Like, horror, I feel like, is such a fine line to walk. There's a difference between wanting to scare your audience and truly have them walk away with something truly horrifying that makes them look twice for a minute. And then there's just wanting to torture our audience to be a spectacle. I'm looking at you, Terrifier. Like, that's just violence galore. I know Terrifier has his fans. It's not me. I am not one of them. I don't think Terrifier is that great. I think it's just violence central. Like, what's the next big kill, you know? And what's the next big scare? It's not something I'd watch over and over like Nope or Jaws or, you know, Halloween even. Like, Halloween has some great kills in there, but they're earned in my opinion. Black Christmas, its kills are earned because it's horrifying. I don't know. I'm getting creepy just thinking about it. But it's such a fine line to walk, though. Actually, it's not like fantasy and action and all this other stuff where it's a wide net and you can cast it out and, like, do whatever and make your own rules. I feel like there's a set amount of rules horror has to follow to be successful. It has to earn its kills, and if you're not going to earn the kills, then you have to at least make it like a weird jump scare, montage spectacle thing that makes it creepy still. And if you can't do that, then you're just a violence fest at that point. Mm-hmm. Or you're just like a jump scare fest, you know? And if you are going to use jump scares, you got to spruce them here and there. You got to sprinkle them here and there, you know? So, I don't know. I don't know if I sound crazy, but just...
you are so right.
It's just, I feel like that's why horror is, like, not a thing for us, because a lot of movies do fall into that. Mm-hmm. Like, what was a movie that you and Sarah really wanted me to watch? You guys really wanted me to... The Nun. I think it's The Nun, right?
I've never seen The Nun.
I think Sarah said something about it.
Was it Winchester?
Winchester, yes!
Okay. I enjoyed that one. We went to go see it in theaters. And... I don't know. I don't think you would like it. I think I wanted you to watch it just so that we could talk about it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But there aren't a lot of jump scares. It's just really, like, the music is super loud. There's, like, one jump scare in it. I think I wanted you to watch it just so we could talk about it.
Well, I think that's what's interesting, too, because even if it's not a jump scare, music cues and loud music are also what kills horror movies and horror media.
I think that one might have been too overstimulating for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Like again, I'm all for, like, I'll watch something, I'll know a jump scare and loud music is coming when I see it, but there's such a thing as overusing it just to prey on your, like, anxiety-based crowd, and I am one of them. But I feel like that's just, like, it's just not well earned, a lot of it. And then, like, horror books, I haven't read many of them, but I feel like it's, like, tougher to... I feel like that's the best piece of media for horror, because at least you can write creatively to describe something, but then you also run the risk of falling into the pit traps of over-describing something.
See, I disagree with you.
Oh, let me get the gloves.
I disagree.
Let me get the gloves.
I think it's harder to scare somebody in a book.
Okay.
Elaborate. Think because, so for me, a big thing is music. You can't have music in a book unless you're listening to an audiobook, which I fully support. Audiobook reading is reading. But if you're just reading physically, you can't get that feeling of suspense that comes with listening to a good soundtrack. With books, for me, it takes longer. So typically books start with a prologue. Especially horror books. They start with a prologue that set up that setting. For me, if we're going to start at 100, we need to keep up that momentum. So it gets for me, I feel like some of my enjoyment gets taken out of it after I read a prologue where it starts at 80 and then goes back down to 10. And then we have to build back up to that. So it takes me a minute to get back into it.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's the same thing for movies, though. But,
I don't know why. I feel like...
Is that an issue of transcribing that formula one way or another for you, then? Because movies do the same thing. Where
I feel like movies don't start out as often with prologues. So it starts out at 10, and it ramps up to 100.
Some do. Michael Myers, that's technically him as a kid as a prologue you can look at, essentially.
Valid.
Black Christmas, the guy breaking into the attic.
I've never seen that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know. That. Nope even has a prologue, you could say.
Okay.
So, that's the formula I'm seeing here. Would you say that's a transcription thing that horror books have to break away from, or have a unique writing style to? Or as you say, it's the inverse where movies, I'm starting to think horror movies do it better than horror books in your mind, I'm assuming.
In my opinion, yes.
So, I gotta say, so what is it then that horror books have to change to be scary for you? Genuinely, is it a writing style thing? I
feel like all of the ones that I've read, it's pacing. Yeah. I feel like because that pacing, I don't mind a good slow burn, but I need to be invested enough in the story. And I feel like a lot of, and again, it's these, I can only go based on what I have consumed. A lot of the horror books or thriller books that I have read have family drama, and I'm quickly finding out that I don't like family drama as a trope, so maybe that's something that I need to stay away from.
Which is interesting.
But it seems like those are the only ones that I'm picking up, and those are the ones that are being recommended my way.
So here's my question then. Is family, because this is away from horror, because I'm learning this for the first time, family drama, do you mean in general or just for horror? Because there's been a lot of stuff we watched that has family drama.
I feel like I don't like family drama in books, but I like family drama in other media.
Because I was going to say, not to beat a dead horse, because we talked about it a lot last time, Fairy Tale had family drama with Lucy.
Yeah.
And you thought that was interesting. And you liked that a lot.
Well, her family drama I enjoyed. I mean, not enjoyed because it's actually kind of traumatic, but...
Yeah, I enjoyed her trauma.
Cheating, drug use, a lot of those stuff, a lot of those are big themes in horror books, and I just don't enjoy reading that.
That's true, actually, yeah.
Not horror. Lucy's drama was a little more emotional and deep, and that family drama I don't mind as much.
Yeah, I mean, that's the same, and we keep saying horror. I should probably preface, this includes thrillers too. We're not just talking horror, but... tomato type stuff. Yeah. What's the diff? But don't actually say that. I'm joking. But it's so interesting to think about because family drama, I've never really... I don't know. The way some people do family drama, I don't experience it much. It does come down also to, abusiveness. That's another family drama trope I feel like is played a lot. The abused child, whether mentally or physically, you know?
Which, if done correctly or serving a purpose...
Is intriguing.
But then there's media like A Little Life that just does it to create a shock factor, which you will never catch me reading A Little Life because of all of the things I've heard about it and how it just feels traumatic to be traumatic.
Right. It's so interesting to me that, because again, I feel like there are certain tropes that can work without fail. Mm-hmm. Like,
maybe I just need to expand into reading more horror books.
You might have
Clearly,
to.
because the ones that I'm picking up aren't working for me.
No, but they also, like you said, have certain tropes. And I feel like horror books, as I was trying to say earlier, are following a formula of like movie scripts. You know, where it's like, here's your prologue, then we meet the main characters and backstory. And I just feel like writing those, and again, I haven't read many horror books, so I can't attest, but it seems like from what I hear from a lot of readers like you too, it's the same thing. They follow the tried and true formula of a movie script where it's like you get your prologue, you set it up intensely, and then it dies down for a sec because you have to meet everybody else, and then it builds from there. But the issue is that that's a 2-hour movie at most. Most horror movies go between an hour and a half, 2 hours, somewhere in that frame, which is quick in all regards. Books, 500 pages, 400 pages, 300 pages, in that range, you can't do that, I feel like. That's a lot of words and a lot of backburning and all that shit that could ruin the immersion. And it's the same thing with, like, any other genre, I feel like, for books. Like, if you over-explain something or over-build on something, fantasy also does this a lot, too, especially older ones, as much as I love it.
But
like,
it works in fantasy.
It does. That's the thing. But it's like you ruin the risk of your audience being amused. And especially because a lot of horror books, for killers especially, take place in a town, in America, or in Europe, all the damn time, or on an island. You're not going to get anything different. So you got to cut to the chase type of thing. But that also runs the pace where when is a horror movie or a thriller movie or something Halloween related too fast paced? Is that just as deadly? Have you actually ever experienced anything like that?
No.
Really?
Too fast paced? No.
Like they just don't pump the brakes. Like you're going through this, and this, and you just don't pump the brakes enough to understand. Have you ever had that happen to you?
I have not. No.
Really? Okay.
No, but that's a really good point.
That, like, we talk about slow burners a lot for Halloween movies and, you know, thrillers and horrors and all that stuff, but not once have I heard us say anything about something that is too fast-paced. And maybe that's a side note to the main question I think we can ask you guys. Have you had anything that's fast-paced horror-wise or thriller-wise? Because I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But I guess that's a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing because we never have to worry about that ever. Bad thing because we'll never know that as a counterpoint to a slow burn. And if there is something like that, I haven't seen it. So that's just me. I like a lot of...
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
I was just thinking about that recently.
That's why I have you here.
I'm fucking smart sometimes. It's scary how smart I can be sometimes, you know? But I got nothing else on that regard for fast pace. But we watched a lot of interesting stuff. Our paths were very similar too, actually. Yeah. Okay, what was your favorite thing to watch as a kid, though? Out of everything you said. Anything.
Out of everything that I've said?
Like, as a kid, what did you watch and love the most? Like, Halloween vibes.
Halloween Town.
Okay, yeah. I should have guessed. Sorry. That's my...
I was gonna say.
I'm gonna take that back. That's a dumbass question.
What about the Disney... We haven't talked about Disney Halloween specials. You were talking a lot about, like, Cartoon Network.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute. I'm stupid. I just thought of the biggest one.
Which one?
House of Mouse, House of Villains special.
Oh, my goodness.
I had that DVD.
I'm still mad that Disney Plus doesn't have House of Mouse.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I know.
And everyone's making clips about it. But, like, I used to love that DVD. First of all, I had a Kingdom Hearts promo. I would skip every other promo except Kingdom Hearts 1 promo. House of Villains, that was the shit. It was a Halloween special, and it got to, like, bring everybody together, and it was so fucking cool. And the music numbers hit, and the specials they had were so fire. It was so fun. But that was one I used to watch constantly, even if it wasn't Halloween, actually. But... okay, yeah, I think that was my favorite Halloween special.
Yeah.
That might be it. I was going to say SpongeBob, but that might be the one, actually.
I think mine was The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting
Halloween
that technically
special?
counts.
The one where the suite is haunted.
Yeah, that's right.
And they have to go in and they perform like a little seance.
With full Esteban.
No, I love that one.
That's a good one, actually.
That's one I watch all the time.
That was a really good one. I forgot about that one for a minute. Jesus. Wow.
I don't remember any other Disney Halloween specials. I mean, I remember the That's So Raven one.
Yeah.
Where Chelsea and Raven get turned into cows.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that one?
I don't fucking remember that one.
Yeah, they get turned into cows because Raven is trying to, like, do a spell. And because Chelsea accidentally ate a meat burger and, you know, she's a vegetarian.
Oh, Christ.
They get turned into cows.
Oh, Disney was so unhinged back then.
It was so...
That's crazy. I love it.
I don't remember any other Disney Halloween specials.
What about Halloween specials in general? I feel like being based in New England, we had to have had some local specials that we know.
Local specials?
There has to be something, right? Like, maybe not insert town here, like, you know, special, but we've had to have something, right? Other than the Salem witch trials. I think that was most of our childhood, though, was the Salem witch trials.
I know.
Which is crazy, because we used to know somebody who we don't talk to now because their religion and their love for their religion is crazy.
Who didn't, now I know who you're talking about.
Who apparently never knew, and they're from Western Mass, did not know the Salem witch trials were a thing. Mm-hmm. That's the scariest part of all, is a lack of intelligence.
I wouldn't say lack of intelligence, I would say lack of...
awareness.
The inability to teach our children properly.
That's scary. And we're going through that right now. Woo! Anyway.
And as somebody who works in the teaching field, I can say that.
Yeah, she can. She very much can. And I'm on the internet, so I can say that.
All right. All right, we're getting off topic. Do you have anything else to say about Halloween in general?
No, not really.
No?
You know, I like my horror. It's a genre I'm very happy to start getting into in my later years. Play Alien Isolation. It's a great game. Great horror game. There's a lot of great horror games out there. I wish I had the time to recommend, but we're already an hour over, and also a lot of names I'm blanking on at the moment. So, play Alien Isolation. That's a great game. Silent Hill. That's another great game. Resident Evil. That's another great game, too. Signalis, great one. Dredge, great one. I didn't get to talk about video games a lot, but I mean, hey.
I know, I was gonna...
Yeah. But we got some good, interesting convos there with everything else that actually does tie into video games, I feel like, in a way. Because video games do have those pitfalls, too. I digress, though. And also watch Chowder. Chowder's great. I love that Halloween special. So much.
I feel like this is one that we could definitely talk about on and on and on.
Yeah, this could be a multi-parter.
So we should probably cap it here.
Ooh! Before we finish, we have to spin the wheel.
But we have to spin
We're
the
not
wheel.
done yet. So as mentioned before, actually, well, you're the host, ladies first.
As mentioned before, every single month is going to have a certain theme. I have mentioned before that may or may not change, but I'm not going to go into that again. Either way, every month right now is going to have a certain theme. And we are going to do videos surrounding that theme every single month. Some I'm really excited for. Some might be a little harder to stretch into a month.
Yep.
But we're going to try.
Yep. All right. Should I pull up the wheel?
You should put up the wheel.
Nobody's going to see it. We're just going to tell you what we pick. All right.
We're not going to show it.
Well, I mean, no. It feels unfair to the audio listeners only.
Okay.
We're going to keep it equal around here, nerds. Shuffle. Oh, wait. You meant shuffle the...
No, shuffle
shoot,
the
shoot,
list.
Shoot. Sorry. I spun the wheel. Well, good news, guys. If this one counted, it would have been Ninja Turtles.
It would have been Ninja Turtles.
All right, let me shuffle it.
Shuffle.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Click. Okay. I'm sorry for all the clicking in your ears. All right, here we go.
Ready, spin.
All right, we're gonna see what we get. I'm hoping for Jim Henson first, or D&D. That'd be a fun one. Wait, are you serious?
Yay!
Did I speak it into existence? We got Jim Henson.
Okay, I swear, we're not cheating. Jim Henson.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm gonna take a picture of this, so that way, if anyone doubts me, I have proof.
Yay.
I have receipts.
Okay, I'm so excited. There's so many things that we could do on this. This one definitely can stretch into a month.
This is gonna be a month for sure.
I know. I'm so excited.
Fucking Muppets.
I know. We can talk about the Muppets. We can talk about... you'll just have to wait and see.
I already know everything, so I don't have to do my research. This is my niche right here.
You're not going to rewatch them?
Oh, I'll rewatch them with you. I'll just quote it. You may not get the experience because I'm going to quote it the whole fucking time.
Movies, TV shows. We got all the things. Okay, I am so excited.
This is awesome.
We need a question of the episode.
Yes. What is your favorite Halloween-themed piece of media? It can be horror. It can be Halloween. It can be anything. We've been talking about ours. What's your favorite? Well, I want to know. leave a comment, and we'll read episode 1 and 2s in episode 3.
Yes.
Because we're gonna bring the episodes live on air, and we're not gonna film the other episodes until like the week of Halloween, I think, right?
Yeah, probably.
So when this episode's out, we'll finally film the 3rd and 4th episode. So we'll do like catch up and answer your questions for those.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be a great time.
Yay.
Cool.
So thank you so much for hanging out in the catch-up corner with me and Benson.
Hi.
And we will see you next time.
The jack-o'-lantern.
Bye.
I love Shaq. Shaq, sponsor us, please. Okay, this is our episode. Bye.
Goodbye.